Welcome back to the Rock and Roll channel for, I guess, an impromptu live stream. Just wanted to check in real quick. Hope everyone's doing well. I know it's Friday, 11:15 Oklahoma time, so noon in Florida, and yeah, so I'm on Midwest time, whatever. Man, no, Midwest time, whatever. So I'm in Norman, Oklahoma, for the Oklahoma Alabama game. Figured I'd talk about that game a little bit, and some Florida State stuff comes up. I'm happy to talk about that too, even though really nothing positive to talk about that program lately. And that's just not being a hater. That's just not being because that's not me. But I just call it like I see it, and there really is nothing positive to talk about. And if you can find something positive, let me know. But deep down, you know you can't. Um, so maybe that changes. Who knows? But for right now, no. But yeah, I just wanted to talk real quick about Norman, Oklahoma, what I've seen here, what I think of it, and the game tonight a little bit because I'm excited to be here for this game. I really am. It was kind of an easy decision to pick this one for many reasons. Wasn't gonna do Oregon James Madison. Wasn't gonna do Ole Miss Tulane, and Texas A&M Miami. I just couldn't do. So it was really this one, which is cool because I've never been here before. I've drove by the stadium now a couple times. Really nice stadium. I like the area around the campus too, and I like Norman in general. I was really surprised. That's why I always try to go into a city with like a that I've never been to before with an open mind, because part of me did think for a minute, like, man, is it just going to be some quiet rural area with not much there? And if you really want, some more, big city or that stuff, you drive the 20, 25 miles to OKC, Oklahoma City. And not the case, man. Norman has a lot here. I'm not saying it's the most bustling town ever, but for a college town, tons of places to eat, shop. Everything you need is here. Been really impressed. People are so nice here too. So nice. Haven't had any Florida State chats with anyone with the Florida State hat, which is fine. I don't go to these vlogs like carrying that flag and let's talk about it. If it comes up, great. If not, no problem. I'm just happy to be here as a neutral person and vlog. Um, so yeah, if anyone's in the comments, please give me your thoughts on the game tonight. Give me any other games as well. I'm happy to talk all of them. And yeah, so let's get into this game tonight. Um, the common thought around this game is that Alabama has lost to them two times in a row, including once at home this year. That Alabama hasn't looked good the last several games. The Auburn game, they had to work hard to hold on to, but a win's a win. Georgia really handled them. So that's why people, I think, were really down on Alabama making the playoffs, not because of the three losses per se, because one was a conference championship, but because they haven't looked great. I think that means nothing now going into this game tonight. Alabama has revenge mode as well as trying to advance in a playoff. That's a dangerous formula. I think Alabama's getting a little healthier for this game. They didn't have their tight end for a couple games, Cuevas, who's a big part of the offense, Jam Miller as well. Someone to take a little pressure off Simpson and the passing game. I'm not saying that Alabama's going to light it up in the passing game like they did for a few games after Florida State. Amazing how they didn't against us. But yeah, so that should be interesting. I'm really excited to see John Mateer tonight live. I think he's a talented quarterback. I don't think he gets rattled that easily. Now, who knows? Playoff game at home. I know we're new to this system, but sometimes you would see in pro sports, quarterbacks tend to press a little more at home. Happens in the regular season sometimes, and now we're going to see if that tendency happens in playoff games because, one and done, you're out. And what was I trying to say? And basically, yeah, with the home crowd, sometimes you press a little more, where on the road, it's not as easy to compose yourself a little more because everyone's against you. So I'll be curious how many Alabama fans are there tonight. I read one thing. I don't know how true it is. Alabama gave back a bunch of tickets in the hopes that they'll be in Pasadena for the next round, which is pretty confident. Wow. Or they just didn't want to come here. I don't know. Alabama did play here last year, so maybe a lot of those fans said, I've seen it. And I get it. That's what's one thing college football playoff committee has to understand is if you do a rematch, some people say, I've already seen that game this year live. I don't need to go a second time. I'll hold out hope for the second round or the round after that. So I don't think they take that into account sometimes. If they had to make the matchup, they have to make it. I get it. I think it's a Big Ten crew for this game tonight. I'll be curious to see if that's the case. Reason why is I saw some Big Ten people in Norman. So why else would they be here? And you can say to me, there's two SEC teams. Yeah, but it's the playoffs. So it's considered neutral in that sense if you have like a Big Ten crew. So that'll be interesting. I'm glad it's not an SEC crew if that's the case. Now you don't want it to be ACC because then none of the calls will make sense. But yeah, so I like the matchup. I'm curious to see Oklahoma's receivers in this game. You can't just rely on Mateer a lot to just roll out. There's going to be times where he has to sit in the pocket and sling it. And I'm curious to see about that. I'm curious to see Oklahoma's running game. I think Oklahoma's getting back. Oh, I'm so sorry. If anyone knows it, let me know. Oklahoma's getting back one of their better defensive players for this game. I don't think he played in the last time they played. So that helps, man. This time of year, it's hard. You're playing banged up. But, man, if you can get some guys back and enough to play, man, that's a big help, especially on the D-line. So curious to see if he goes. I can't believe I forgot his name. I should have done a better job there. But, yeah, so – I'm interested in this game. I'm excited. One of the reasons I also picked this game to go to was I like that it's a Friday night game. And you could say, oh, but you're in town and it's kind of a little quiet the day of the game more than it would be on a Saturday where you watch the other games. That's fine. It's the only game tonight. It's a night game. Night games are fun, man. Like, I mean, I'm sure everybody knows that. It's a fun deal, night games. The Oklahoma athletic director put out a video yesterday on X, and I made sure to watch it for some reason. I just happened to come across it. Interesting that they know I'm in Oklahoma, and X has all this Oklahoma, Alabama stuff. Like, they know. Amazing. Not surprising. But he said to try to be in your seats like by 45 minutes before kickoff because they have some cool stuff planned. I don't know what it is. Is it drones? Is it something? I don't know. I tend to like to be in my seat an hour, 45 minutes before kickoff anyway, so no problem for me. But I'm curious. I mean, to make a statement like, yeah, we got some cool stuff planned. Like, please be there. That's awesome. And that shows you're taking this game seriously as a school and I think a team too. Just driving around the other day, you could feel the excitement. It didn't feel like we're playing a team at home who we already beat this year. Like, you didn't get that feeling. You got the feeling of this is a playoff game. Like, let's go. And that's what I was hoping for. And that's what I feel like we're getting. I'm curious to see what it's like as we get a little closer to kickoff. Norman has some cool spots by the stadium that I was impressed with as well. Just driving by. I like a place that has tailgates, but also some bars and restaurants, and that some stadiums don't have the bars and restaurants part. You're going to find the tailgate no matter what. And some do. Norman has a bunch because Norman's downtown is like right by the stadium. So it's really impressive there. So I've been impressed with Norman, like a lot more than I thought I'd be. And that's the nice thing of these vlogs is, you learn a lot. You learn where you'd want to go back to. You learn where you recommend to someone that you may or may not want to go to. Just from your humble opinion. I really haven't been to a place yet where I'm like, this is awful. This is terrible. I haven't had that yet. I've had some I like better than others, but I've never had one where I was like, this was a mistake. I can't believe I came here. None of them. And that's a credit to all those places. Lincoln was great. This year alone, Michigan had a blast. All these places. When I went to Ohio State last year, great time. Arizona State, awesome. Some things that people look for more than others. That's why it's, different strokes for different folks there. But yeah, as far as the game, I'm not making a prediction on it. These are so weird, these games, especially a rematch aspect. Because Alabama knows what they have to do to correct it from the first game, where Oklahoma is playing of we beat you. It's harder to make corrections on a game you won. Obviously, you look for mistakes and that stuff, and so the coaches get paid a lot of money for. But it's harder going into the rematch as a team who won the game. And you're at home this time. So that's why I don't think Oklahoma's going to be complacent. But that's what it is. Big Lou, my man. Lou, what's up, buddy? Hey, great show last night. Really, really enjoyed it, man. Hope you're defrosted well from Pittsburgh. Looked like you had a great time there. It looked cool, man. I wish I had been there with you guys. Appreciate that. I know you're excited for your game tomorrow. That's for sure. Um, so yeah, so I'm curious to see how the home team who won the first game on the road. We haven't had that yet in the playoffs. Uh, handles that. I think it's going to be loud there. I don't know if it's going to be windy or not. Wind can take a little of the noise out because people are like this a little or the noise of it. I'm curious. This morning right now it was like 45 and sunny with a little wind. Not much wind yesterday, so who knows? You just never know with weather. It really can change on a dime, and that's one thing. When they switch to this playoff format, playing these games in December, weather's going to be a factor in some of the games. Not all of them. Um, apparently, Texas A&M Miami tomorrow is going to be unseasonably hot there. Ash and I passed through Stillwater, Oak, and it was a cool town. College football towns. Yeah, I agree, man. I really agree. I've never been to Stillwater. My first time ever in the state of Oklahoma on this trip. But Norman, I've been impressed with. Like, if I was a beat writer and had to live here and cover the team, I'd be fine. I'd have everything I need here. I was really impressed with it, and that's not even. I'm not even saying that because I'm 25 miles from OKC. Um, I'm saying that because it was a cool town. It's a cool town. Got everything you need. I'm sure it's grown a lot in the last 10, 15 years, and it will grow some more. And full disclosure, gas here was $1.99 a gallon for unleaded. Couldn't believe that either. I pounced on that. Um, so I think that's it for now. Lou, I appreciate you chiming in the chat as always. I enjoyed your show last night. I watched it when I got back to the room last night. You and Ashley just do a great job. You guys are great people, and I wish you two a great holiday. And yeah, so that's it from Norman. I'll be at the game later. I'm excited to go. I really am. I've learned to really embrace being the neutral guy at these games. Not that I had to learn, like, because I love college football, so I'm just happy to be there. But I've had like people say to me, "Man, how do you go to a game where it's not even your team?" Trust me, it's not as hard as you think because I love the sport of college football. I love it. It is so cool to be neutral and get the aspects from both sides. And they know I come in peace, so which is a nice thing too. Yeah, I'll wear a Florida State stuff, so that usually sparks some conversation, but that's fine. I enjoy that part too. So yeah, I recommend to people. Hey, if you just want to see a matchup because you like the matchup and it's not your team's, and you have a chance, I say do it. Like I really do. I've learned to really appreciate going to these games as a neutral person. Yeah, if I go to Florida State, I just can't be neutral. I'll be nice, but I can't be neutral. Um, but here I am. Like I don't go to talk trash. I don't just support the home team because I'm at the home team stadium. No, I go neutral and just enjoy it for what it is and present the experience to everybody. And from what I've just seen driving around Norman so far by the stadium, it's going to be a cool atmosphere. Like they already saw signs for game day and please be loud. And I read that they've closed the school today at Oklahoma for everything. So they're going to be after it, in my opinion. I hope so. I'm sure a lot have gone home. Who knows? But yeah, so that's it. Checking in from Norman, Oklahoma. Lou, once again, appreciate you in the comments. And support their show, 305 Sports Babe. That's his wife, Ash. Like and subscribe to their show for sure. So take care from Norman. And if you watch this after, let me know what you think about this matchup. And if you want to talk about anything else in college football or anything, happy to chat. So take care, and I'll talk to you all later.